Hi, I'm Kevin from TBH, and today I'm playing Sonic Mania again. Simply put, it turns out Sega happens to want for people to hear their music, so the game audio was actually drowning out my voice, so I've turned down the game audio a lot, hoping that translates correctly in video form. Either way, we're going to play as Knuckles today. I'm just going to talk through basically what the point of this game is. So basically Sonic Mania is a remake of the classic original Sonic the Hedgehog style. It's created by fans, for fans, rather than the original Sonic team working on it. The developers are in fact like a small team consisting of people that develop fan games of Sonic the Hedgehog and also like other platforming properties that are inspired by them, such as Freedom Planet. Basically it's about a 60-40 mix between 60% classic Sonic the Hedgehog levels with completely updated with new twists. I can't get past that. And the other 40% is brand new levels completely made from scratch, specifically for this game. Alright, on to the positives. Basically the presentation, it's high class 32-bit. Like, it's what you would expect from a traditional Sonic style game, graphically. It's a lot more challenging than the original Sonic games. Like, you couldn't tell from watching me play this, but I was actually like really good at the original, like Sonic 3 in particular, which this game heavily draws inspiration from. Ooh, that's a close one. But like, because this game is obviously not designed for new fans, it does have a lot, like was designed for fans, so it's obviously it's going to be for people that have grown up with Sonic. It's like, they had like a level of expectation, and so there's that 90s quality challenge where it's just more of the same but harder. Well, like, it is good for new fans too. Of course, people who've never played Sonic game, this is the definitive Sonic experience because it offers everything that you would expect from a classic Sonic game, plus a lot more. This, I perhaps picked the worst game save on my system to play this with. Oh man. Stardust Speedway is, even on Sonic CD, Stardust Speedway is not any good for me. And it only gets harder with Sonic and the Sonic Mania version. Basically, because like, one of my other complaints about this game, like, people that have played Sonic games before will know that like, it is a really speedy game. It's easy to speedrun. This one, I would say, I have a lot of difficulty with. The levels are a lot longer, there's a lot more verticality, there's a lot more to explore, and if you speedrun you miss a lot of stuff, and the hell? I was never going to get out of that. Like, whoa. Concentrate a wee bit. Right. Yeah, like because the levels are so much bigger, there's not enough time. You've still got the classic 10-minute time limit, so you don't get to explore everything that you want to in that time. Especially, sometimes with things that go round about like that, you get lost and you have to redo the whole thing again when you get a time up. Another problem is the live system is still back from the 90s, it's still antiquated. That, yeah, if you die 3 times, you have to start the whole zone again. Even if you're in like Act 2, the final boss of that zone, you still have to redo the whole thing just because you died one too many times. And the positives, Blue Sphere's back. People loved that from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so it's obviously, it's going to have a lot of fanfare when it comes back. In fact, if you go through the silver stars at one of the checkpoints, you will launch yourself into these, which you have more than, I think it's 30 rings. And once you do that, if you complete them all, like you don't need to go them perfectly, you will unlock Blue Sphere's game mode, which you can use. You can play Blue Sphere unlimited. I don't know if it's like an exact port of the original, which was happened when you plugged Sonic 1 into Sonic & Knuckles, but it is still, well, it's still very faithful to the original. Like the controls are basically saying this is like perhaps the bit that I do the best in Sonic Mania, because like it's just very familiar, very familiar. Sonic Mania is 60 frames per second, so it does get really dizzying at times, particularly when you're playing that. But it does give, like, you know, that fantastic sense of speed that you expect, plus the precise platform is just a good, faithful recreation of Sonic Mania, of the classic Sonic formula, and whoa, Jesus. That's what I wanted to do. Oh shit. Don't really know what to expect. Boss battles are so much harder in this game because they're designed in similar style of Sonic CD, where some of them are quite puzzling rather than just the simple dodge and hit 4 times or 6 times to complete. Oh Jesus. Particularly the Act 2 bosses are a lot harder than what they were the first time round. Oh, just managed to get that ring back. There we go. That makes it a lot easier when you take those things. Oh, there we go. 6 hits does the trick. There's a lot more attention to detail and animations of Sonic Mania than there was in the classic Sonic games. But this is still, like, aside from the Game Boy Advance games, I'd say that Sonic Mania is the first true sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog that's since 1994. Right, this is the classic Stardust Speedway. Resembles the Bad Future version that you see in CD if you fail to get the time stones or whatever. I never really followed much the story of Sonic CD, because like, obviously I know, like, people say it's canon and that, but it doesn't, like, and chronologically it doesn't make much sense to me. It's like the time travel, and you know, if that was the case, then you'd think they would have had it in more games than just Sonic CD and in this one, where it feels a lot more relevant in this one because it actually ties in the Sonic Forces, which was the main series Sonic game that came out after this one. Although it didn't get much fanfare, Sonic Forces, and I'll probably do a video on that at some point in the future. That's some weak bouncing it. Yep, see what I mean? The sense of speed in this game is pretty crazy at sometimes. That's the boss battle already, but like this boss battle might as well not actually be a boss battle, it's just that. It's like the whole level is the boss battle almost. Some good background art and animation with the 3D like effect. I really hate this boss as well. I don't like another reason I don't especially like, you know, Sonic runs faster as well, so like because like Knuckles obviously, you know, it's a lot like Sonic and Knuckles where Knuckles would be able to break down walls and climb and fly. Because you have those benefits, you also have drawbacks like Sonic is not as fast, therefore I can't really dodge this. Right. Oh Jesus. I remember this one. Need to use that to attack him. Basically, I think these silver Sonics are actually a reference to the boss battle from Sonic 2. Jesus. What the hell? We finger plug. Right, first part done. Now it's like the actual like Stardust Speedway boss battle with Metal Sonic. Because I hated this in Sonic CD as well because it was really, in Sonic CD it was just a race. All you had to do was just outrun him to the end as things started falling. Don't know if that's actually the same here. I think you actually do have to attack him. Obviously not, like I'm not an expert at this game. I've only played it a few times. Like I've completed it once through a Sonic and Tails, which you might have saw at the start in the menu. Yeah, you can't hit him. Yeah, okay. I get it. Oh no, what the hell is this? Jesus! That's always gonna happen. Oh! Fuck. It's a good thing you get momentarily invincibility when you get hit. Because the boss design is just so punishing. Jesus! That sprite is like spinning sprite is Sonic. Jesus! Oh! The spikes are going really fast. Oh man. That's right, second time I managed to complete that boss. First time was Knuckles. Right, I'll play the next level.